Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Jacqueline here. I wanted to just take a couple minutes out and talk a little bit about our first week of 80-Day Obsession. I know for me personally, it's been a good week. I'm feeling good, and I know a lot of you guys have been adjusting to your new meal plan just like me. And I woke up a little nasally today. I woke up kind of congested, and I even told my husband I think it's because I've been working really hard this week. But the plan, you guys, is very thorough and laid out for us. Where do you fall? Are you in meal plan A, B, C, D, E, or F? I know I'm in A, and once I hit my goals, I will move more to maintenance plan. But for me personally, everything is laid out, guys. This is what I highly suggest. If you haven't printed the whole packet out, do it. It's probably like 8 pages. It's worth it, you guys. You can save it all together and you can review it at your convenience. You know, we are using these containers. You've got your orange, you've got your yellow. Excuse me, I woke up totally congested. And then you have your seeds and your dressings and your healthy fats, your proteins, your greens, and your purples. So these containers pretty much are compatible with a lot of the programs, but for this one in particular, you guys, this is timed nutrition. So what exactly is timed nutrition? Yeah. So timed nutrition is basically clean eating. It's basically the Fix-It containers, any kind of Fix-It program that you can find through all of the programs. But with this program in particular, Time Nutrition is you're eating a well-balanced day full of your macronutrients such as veggies, carbs, proteins, and healthy fats, but you're having them at certain times. You're eating them every 2 to 3 hours, plus she laid out when we should eat it throughout the day. All right, so what does this come down to? It comes down to us having our food ready. If we don't personally have it ready, at least we have it there so we can make it right then and there, depending on your day. If you know you're going to be out all day, then you know you need to have your food ready. You know, you just have to make those decisions. And I think that that's the hardest part because, you know, we're all busy. We all have the same time in the day. And I want to remind you that it's an adjustment period. It's an adjustment period for all of us. So with that being said, I know for me, I struggled a couple days ago at night. I really wanted something. And I know that I wanted to eat something late at night because I didn't eat enough throughout the day. So you want to make sure that you're eating your meals spaced out enough, or maybe you're having your meal option one a little bit later in the morning. So by the time the evening comes and you have your dinner, you won't be full and you can just close your kitchen. But if you have your late night cravings, you guys, you've got to make good choices. Life is life, all right? So for me, one of the nights I had an extra red. If you absolutely need to eat and you're just so hungry, obviously you're going to choose from the top of the list. The foods from the very, very top of the list are the ones that are most nutritious. So Shakeology is what I had late at night. I had 2 in a day, one of the days this week, because I was really hungry. And the Shakeology, you can't go wrong with that. I mean, it's a red. You've got all of your nutrients in there. You've got a super dense meal is what I'm trying to say. I'm not just having a meal full of all kinds of calories. In fact, I'm having more nutrients. So I made myself an extra Shakeology. Another night, I had an extra teaspoon of peanut butter. And you know what? It is what it is. But you can't beat yourself up about it. You can only choose to get better from here on out. We're all human here. But I don't know if most of you guys know this, but this food list, you guys, this is golden, okay? This is really all that you need on your refrigerator. Maybe you can even have a copy of your actual timed nutrition plan, which is what I have right here. I have another copy on my refrigerator, and it's easy. This is so easy, you guys. Let me show you how easy it is. So for me personally, I'm doing the performance line. Okay, some of you guys don't have it, and I'm going to tell you right now, it makes a huge difference. Your pre-workout, first of all, my pre-workout I love. I love it because it doesn't have a bunch of junk in it. It doesn't have any artificial sweeteners or colors. It doesn't have they're all clean ingredients, specifically made from caffeine, but in a natural form, okay? Versus having a pre-workout that's full of preservatives and dyes and different sweeteners. But that's just my personal opinion. So I have my pre-workout in the morning, and then an hour later, I have my, I wake up and I have my pre-workout meal. Okay, so that is where a lot of us are like, oh man, I know I'm not used to eating really early. I like to just work out when I wake up. So this has been an adjustment for me, and I have to tell you, I really enjoy it. I enjoy it because, one, I'm setting more discipline in my life. I'm having more energy for my workouts, and I'm choosing wisely. So some of the days I chose Shakeology because I could just shake it up, and then I had a container some of the days with strawberries. Just cut up some strawberries and filled them up in here, and it was delicious. I just shook up my Shakeology. I didn't want to turn on my blender so early in the morning when everybody was asleep, but that's the thing. You can build up any kind of meal that you have, and then I also had a spoonful of peanut butter, and that's how I did it some of the days. The other days, I had my egg muffin meal, 2 muffins, or I'm sorry, 1 egg muffin, and then I had a piece of toast on the side, and it just worked out for me. It worked out. And some days I had scrambled eggs with spinach and a yellow container of oatmeal. It was very simple. Put together some meals, you guys, and I had this right just like that, full of oatmeal, and it worked great. So I know that this week I'm going to do it. You know, you wake up, you have your morning meal. That is the time that you should maybe be doing a little personal development, doing things that you need to do, maybe preparing your meals for the day if you haven't. But I know I do my personal development, and it really helps me get my mind in the right place. And then I have my pre-workout, and then I work out. I work out 30 minutes after my pre-workout meal. So that's the adjustment for me. I know all of us, we have the 5-hour time block. That time block is so important because it's specifically formulated for us to have enough carbs in our carbs and energy for our workouts, plus give us fuel for the rest of the day. So Autumn is really on point with making sure that we're all getting maximum results and feeling good with the exact nutrients that our body needs. Okay, so you'll start to learn more about your body as the weeks go. I know for me, I know that choosing certain foods make me full longer, and some foods just work out really well, or they digest better and they help me use the bathroom. So I try to choose those ones more. So here it is. This is what your plan should look like. This is what mine looks like. I'm Real Bracket A. It's simple, guys. It's so simple. Green, red, yellow teaspoon. All right, so that means I get to choose something from the green category, the red category, the teaspoon category, and the yellow category. Again, the foods that you choose are at the foods at the top of each list is the food with the most nutrients. Sure, at the bottom, you can have a tortilla. Sure, that's fine. But obviously a yam or a sweet potato or quinoa or beans are a lot more full of fiber and more full of nutrients versus having that tortilla. So, you know, choose wisely, see how your body reacts, go with the flow. Today's Sunday, so let's talk about Sundays, guys. Let's talk about how it's very important to still eat your container allowance. So if you scroll through your meal plan, I think it's on page, I don't even know if the pages are lined actually, but I'm supposed to have 4 greens, 2 purples, 4 reds, and it's all laid out. But let's just say we're on rest day, right? So rest day means that you can still have you still need to have your containers that are in your meal plan, but you can sort of mix it up a little bit. So instead of having, you know, a yellow in the morning and then a yellow in your second meal, you can have 2 yellows later instead of in the morning. I hope that makes sense. If you're having a purple, a red, and a teaspoon throughout the week for meal 3 on your rest day, you can add a yellow in there if you want, as long as you don't go over your container allowance. So there's a little bit more flexibility in that. Obviously, you don't need the performance line on Sundays because Sundays are more self-care days, relaxation, rest days. So my biggest struggle this week was the waking up on time, the waking up at 4 a.m. And I've decided that I'm going to keep doing it. You know, if I wake up at 4:30 some days, that is fine. You just roll with it. So from the minute that you wake up is the minute that your nutrition plan starts. So don't forget that, guys. Say you want to work out at 5, well, you need to wake up at 4 to eat, right? Say you want to work out at 6, well, then you need to wake up at 5 and eat your meal right away, and then 5:30 get in your pre-workout, and then 6 o'clock wake up. Let's just say you wake up really late and you don't have time to work out. There are options in your meal plan so your meal block can change. So say you work out in the evening time, the minute you wake up, your meal option 1 starts, okay? 2 to 3 hours later, your meal 2 starts. 2 to 3 hours after that, your meal 3 starts. And then say you're gonna work out, then you do your pre-workout. An hour later, you work out, and then you do your recovery drink, and then you do your dinner. I hope that makes sense. So you just roll with the time that you wake up. Okay, so we're on week 2 now. Tomorrow starts a new week, new challenges to experience and new wins. My biggest personal struggle this time around was the mornings, and I'm going in it this week a little bit more confident with the meal plan, a little more nervous about the weights, but it's okay. We're going to have fun. So I wish everybody the best of luck. Comment below. Let me know what your biggest struggles were last week and how you're going to overcome that, or how you did overcome that, and what you're going to do next week. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.